Hi everyone, it's Nick here once again from TrainAid, and in today's video we are looking at the Level 4 Certificate in Education Training. This is Unit 6, we're looking at inclusive practice, and this question is evaluating own inclusive practice within teaching and training. So for this assignment question, you simply need to reflect on your strengths and any areas for development when promoting an inclusive teaching and learning environment. So for this assignment question, you could ask perhaps your colleagues, your mentor, or even your learners to provide you with some feedback on your current practice. So we would like for you to think about your strengths and think about two strengths and two areas for development, and you will complete a table. So strengths could include your ability to ask inclusive questions. You could arrange additional support for learners or making reasonable adjustments. Signposting learners, that could be a strength of yours. Stretch and challenge activities, utilizing a wide variety of resources, providing honest information and feedback, um, and really the way that you promote a supportive environment. You also need to reflect on two areas for development when it comes to promoting inclusion and inclusive practice. So are there any methods that you could perhaps trial in the future? So once again, you could ask your colleagues, observers, mentors, or even learners to highlight some areas for development. So it could be developing your own resources and activities when promoting inclusion, arranging learner feedback as well, arranging observations for teachers to observe you and to give you feedback on your teaching practice. I will explain my strengths and also the areas for development as well. So we're looking for two strengths, two areas for development. I would say a paragraph of information is key. So I'll go for my strengths first. So number one is arranging additional support for learners. So I think here at TrainAid, we're very good in terms of doing the very early initial assessments and arranging additional support. So we work very closely with our awarding body, Highfield Qualifications, for a number of our courses. If a learner does require any support, then we obviously seek advice from our awarding body, from the EQA, and we just obviously have a phone conversation. We find out how best we can support the learner. We can make reasonable adjustments to coursework deadlines. We can make reasonable adjustments to the assignment templates if they need any sort of further guidance or advice, and we could set one-on-one training meetings as well via Zoom or Teams to check in with them. So I think we're very, very good. I'm very good in terms of arranging additional support there. Another way of promoting inclusion is learner feedback. So once again, I think I'm quite conscientious. I send out learner feedback forms and surveys with again one of the key questions is about inclusion. Did learners feel included? And the feedback is anonymous as well. So it gives learners that honest opportunity to write down, obviously, their feedback. And furthermore, learners can use SurveyMonkey on their phones as well. So the results are automatic and they're generated then and there for myself to review. So after every lesson, I use a survey, and it gives me a good idea on how I can improve my inclusive practice. Areas for development. I think that observations, I mean, I can be observed on more occasions, and with a focus on promoting inclusion. So I can certainly ask my fellow teachers here at TrainAid and managers to carry out some more observations. Many of my colleagues, for that matter, are specialists within their fields with technologies, and they could obviously offer me help, advice on how they promote an inclusive atmosphere within their lessons as well. So I could perhaps observe them, they could observe me, and I could learn about specific methods as well. Another sort of area for development is developing resources and activities. So perhaps I can have a go of creating some new resources which promote inclusion. I think time, of course, is a big factor, but I could approach specialists. I could do more research. I could reach out to specialists who are specialists within their field. It could be perhaps ADHD. It could be dyslexia. So actually perhaps approach charities, organizations to get sort of a greater advice and support on these teaching methods to ensure that I'm more knowledgeable within these areas as well. I could actually try to create some more resources there. But I feel that I could obviously do some research and reach out to organizations and seek some advice there. So those are my 2 strengths and also 2 areas for development as well. So once again, we're looking for a paragraph on each. So remember, we're thinking about your teaching style, but it's also to do with the way that you promote inclusion and inclusive practice there. Okay, so we would like for you to complete the table on your 2 strengths and 2 areas for development. If you do have any questions, please feel free to ask or get in contact. Thank you so much for watching.